Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather, but know who's not? 21 Pilots. That's because they just did a show last night. And if you're hearing this for the first time, I'm not shocked because this was not announced beforehand. Adobe held the Adobe Max event last night, and 21 Pilots was rumored and speculated to perform since really the beginning of this month. There was talks and little murmurs on the Twitter machine, and nothing was announced. If you went to the 21 Pilots website, it says their next show is going to be in Brazil next month. Nothing about the Adobe Max event. Last night rolled around and 21 Pilots performed a set, and they didn't crash unlike most of Adobe's software. There are clips available on YouTube to watch the search 21 Pilots Adobe Max event. So what songs did they perform? Well, it was different than the Icy Tour set list, that's for sure, because they performed 16 songs rather than the usual 26 they would do for the Icy Tour, which makes sense because it's a festival. You have to have less time. That being said, it was a festival. So, what do? They went back to their festival set list that they were doing during the European tour months back in May, June, and July. So, they started out with Heathens. Then they went into Morph. I don't know if it's in full or not. I'm getting everything from Setlist FM. So, Heathens was the first song, which they've been using as their opener for festivals. They went into Morph, The Outside, Lane Boy with Snippet of Redecorate at the end, into Chlorine, into Mulberry Street, and they brought back the Benny and the Jets cover. Then they brought back the Campfire medley, going back to the covers of I Can See Clearly Now, My Girl, Home, as well as adding Careless Whisper back into it. I know they did it for the European stuff. They didn't do it for the Takeover Tour stuff, so that usual Campfire stuff is back, as well as House of Gold, We Don't Believe What's on TV. Then, of course, went into Halo, into Jumpsuit, into Heavy Dirty Soul. Then it went to Level of Concern. Then it went into Ride. Ride was cool because this had the crowd-surfed drum sets that Josh would use during Saturday. Saturday was not played at this show. So, instead, they just did it during Ride, so instead of having a Tyler Ride crowd stand, which I don't know if he did or not, we had a Josh crowd drum set, which is still pretty cool. After Ride, they went into Shy Away, then they went into Car Radio, and they closed out the show with Stressed Out, which is a very weird closer in my opinion, because usually they end the festivals in like Trees, but no, they ended this one with Stressed Out. I know when they did, what was the festival ran by iHeartRadio earlier this year, they ended with Car Radio. They didn't end with Stressed Out nor Trees. They end with Car Radio. That makes sense to close better than Stressed Out, but Stressed Out is their most well-known song. So comparing the usual festival set lists, what songs were missing? So Trees wasn't there. Saturday wasn't there. Holding On To You was not there as well. But really, it's the skeleton bones of their usual festival set list. Maybe this can take a little look into what they are doing next month in Brazil for the race car events. It's like the G1 or something like that. I forgot off the top of my head. Also, it's worth saying the Psy Band was there also last night, which is always great to see. Dr. Bloom, Sky, Todd, Dan. I didn't forget everyone. I'm tired. I'm still sick. But, yeah, it looks to be a fun event, and maybe this will give a glimpse into what they'll be doing next month, and if they happen to be announced for more festivals in the future, this will be a glimpse of what they are doing. So there's your update there. Was there any lore? I didn't see anyone talking about any lore. The outfits they wore was kind of like the typical Takeover Tour style of outfits from the clips I have seen, with Tyler wearing that white shirt that he was wearing in things like, hold on, this one right here. Josh, of course, wearing something similar, and there's Sky doing Sky things. And this was Heathen, so you can see like the side is still big stage prop. Interesting note that Josh is using the Icy Tour drum kit. You can tell by the kick drum head. And I just think this thumbnail's funny. But surprise, TOP did a show and it gave me some content for the day. Because I'm still sick and I'm going to go rest up, drink some tea and coffee for this throat thing. Thankfully, it's just a sore throat. I'm fine with that. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow for the weekly live stream, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye, and good night. More importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.